Oh, there's so much to do when you start a stream, you know. I really should just, like, schedule them. Thing is, I used to, and then I used to end up not being able to fucking make it, and so I was like, fuck, what do you do? You're fucked either way, right? Pretty much. Well, I don't really have much to say on the intro for this one. I imagine this is going to be quite a straightforward thing. I don't really think there's going to be, much of a fanfare required beforehand, especially as I don't really know much about this. So we'll just go. It is the demo version. We're going to do the demo version to start with, because I'm broke. So I could afford, like, the proper full version. But as I don't know this game, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this fucking demo version, and if it's any good, then we'll purchase the full version. As you can see, I did start it briefly to see if it would actually run, but we know from past experience there's never a guarantee that, weird things can happen. So we'll just go. But I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing mostly okay, other than I've had a bee's nest on my property, which I think I've now got rid of. And I don't usually feel good about having to kill stuff, but they were stupid because they decided to live under my back doorstep. And it's like, look, I walk through that door all the time. It takes ages to establish a nest, so they must have known. They've got all the garden to nest in, and usually do. So they're stupid little fuckers, they can die, I don't care. Well, they have. Couldn't really get to it, so what I ended up doing was drilling a hole through, from inside the house and just WD-40 in the hell out of them. Kills insects quite quickly. Like, better than a lot of insecticides. I can't vouch for it being good for the house, but the building's fucked anyway. So let's go. Let's give this a try. I said over a year ago now that I would give this a try. Have to say it looks very blood-like, so that's a negative mark about it from the get-go, but appearances can be deceiving, We've come away liking games that I wouldn't have, thought much from their outward appearance. So maybe this should be good. I'm not going to form an opinion beforehand. It does look bloody awful, I've got to say. This has this Sega CD look about it. Looks like it's running on a Sega CD. The only thing we need is the 12 frames a second and you'd be there. And unfortunately I can do nothing about the black borders because, I'm not somebody who buys overpriced LCDs. I have an OLED screen that is 1610. I wonder if I might look at changing my streams to 1610. What do you reckon? Does YouTube support that? I'll have to look into that. I should just make 1610 the standard thing for my streams. I think the extra the thing is, I would wager I know most people watching this are on 16:9 screens now. See, I've never used a 16:9 display. I don't like that aspect ratio. I like, well, if I could, I'd be on 4:3. But 16:10 is a good compromise. It's a good compromise. It works, Let me get a swig of water and then I'll press the return key. Nobody's ever here at the start anyway. I just realised, I hope I posted this in the right thing. I just realised I might have just posted the link to some random person who's going to be like, dude, I don't give a fuck about this. Oh well. Sucks to be them. This was as far as I went when I started it before the stream. I literally walked maybe a couple of yards and noticed it does tend to lag for some reason, so you see, hopefully it doesn't become an issue, but it doesn't really bother me very much. I'm used to playing really old shit on underpowered hardware, so to me that's just normal. Check what? With what? I don't know. Well, whatever. Nothing. Continue. I don't know, man. It's as I say, I'm not going to judge the game based entirely on its outward appearance. I don't think that's the right thing to do. We've learned the hard way that you miss out if you do that. But I'm really not a fan of this Sega CD style. I don't think that's what they intended either, is the thing. I reckon that there's some of these people who never actually played a DOS game and they think this is what it looked like or something. So they put this filter on it. It really makes it look like a Sega CD game. Yeah? What are you going to do? Punch your fucking lights out. How do you like that? Can I do anything with the shit he's dropped? No? Okay. It looks pretty standard far, so far. Okay. That looks straightforward. That looks, it's going to take some getting used to, because I would expect E to be to throw it, I gotta be honest. It's kind of backwards. I wonder if I can change that. I'll get used to it. It's kind of chair. Oh yeah, now we'll see. Do we have? Can we barn shit? No, we can't barn shit. Oh. Not enough games have barning, you know? Can I barn myself? This is where XeFF breaks the game, like seconds into it, like... No, I can't barn myself. Okay. Well, it's sort of, it gets like a 3 out of 10 on the test. No. I wonder when I get some actual weapons, you know. It's a shame I can't wield the dude's axe. Like it kind of drops the ball there in like the first few seconds. It's kind of, because again, you know, I get that they're probably going for it to look like a 90s FPS, and obviously they've not played those. But I mean, oh no, so that's a bad omen. Okay, I found a hatchet, but can I use it? So I can. Why can't I use the other ones? You know what? I preferred me fists. Me fists did more damage. Will that damage me? Oh, that does. Yeah, the fire doesn't, but the steam. I mean, that's alright. Wonder if those fists are stronger than katanas. I don't think anybody's are. They got a real thing for lavatories around here, man. It's like they read a description of, like, build maps from 1997. See, I was wondering about that. If I hold the button, then yeah, that actually does, like, apparently, like, I don't know, more damage, looks like. Yeah, I don't know, man. That Sega CD filter on. Are you really just going to throw me into all this? You are. Look, I want to deal with that with no fucking weapons. The hatchet's useless. I'm going to punch things. I'm going to end up taking damage. I'll take the steam damage. It's less damage. The weapon select is... there we go, okay. See, that's not inherently obvious. It really isn't. It's, movement in this is weird. I'm pressing nothing. I have my hands... Oh, hold on. Oh, that lasted a long time. We're stuck. Is that a record? It's a record, I think. Are you for real? Are you for fucking real? No. Absolutely not. If we're going to do that, it's the first fucking level, man. See, yet another of those games that tries to look like a 90s. It looks like a Sega CD game. It's got a Sega CD filter. I think it's they've never played a 90s FPS, but they made us see a couple of pictures. So somebody's. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because well, the visual effects in Engine of the Time, and all that was just due to the power of the machine. I will show that with NI2. So what are we going to do? Because I just got soft locked. Like that. I couldn't get out. Tried jump, tried crouch, was stuck in a wall. So that's me rule. So what are we going to do? Should we just finish Sonic and Knuckles instead? I had a bad gut feeling about this, so I kept putting it off, and my instinct was right. So what should we do? It's less than 10 minutes. Fuck that shit. Oh man. Alright. I don't know. Let me make up a nice new thumbnail here. Let's make a nice new thumbnail. Here we go. Fucking shit. I'm not entertaining this. No, it didn't, but you know, it's my rule. It's my rule, because who's to say we're not going to play right to the end of the game, end up with a fucking irreversible soft lock, and not be able to beat it, and then you'd have to play the whole game over again, and it's not conducive to a live stream, and this is why I implemented this rule. Does anyone even test their games? Apparently not. So yeah, let's just do Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, we'll spin it that way. Hold on a second. It's about the fucking same quality as the fucking game we just played. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I don't have to go through that. I won't do that, but I've been. That's fucking shit, man. I wasn't even playing aggressively. I mean, the impression I got when I saw the Steam was like, I guess I got to turn that off somewhere, you know, because I've run into that in a lot of games. That's not an unusual thing to have to do. Here we go. Let's be fucking stylish with this, man. Let's be fucking styly with it. Oh yeah, man. Look at this fucking quality fucking thumbnail, Mark. You know, I think, I'll have to turn it off somewhere. It looks like a flag of some despotic country. It probably is. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? I can go on Google Images. I'll get a proper... I'll go get a proper Sonic and Knuckles graphic. You know what? I'm actually... Yeah, we'll stick to this. We're doing an art stream now. Hold on a second. I'm going to edit the stream title really quick. Oh no, I'm going to expose my stream key. Well, that fucks me up, because what am I going to do next week now? Because Sonic and Knuckles was for next week. Here we go. We'll do it like this. We'll do it this way. We'll have text only. We'll have a text only thumbnail. Here we go. We want top quality. We want top quality in the 73. That's a weird font size. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it right there. Deary me, man. What a deary fucking me. It's good to know me gut feeling was like right. Hang on a minute, I'm not sure where this will send us. Like, I might have porn in that folder. I don't think I do, but just in case. This is the problem, you see. I don't actually mind people seeing the sort of shit that I watch because it's incredibly boring. Obviously, I'll make a proper thumbnail after this. See, why does... Modern Windows does this in Paint, where it takes forever to fucking save, like, a bitmap file. Man. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not pleased about that. I'm really not pleased. Come on, then. It doesn't take that long. Right, cool. Right, switch back to general purpose. Turn on the HD cap 60. Comments box on. Filter off. Yeah, the camera one can stay. Another affecting testing method is to bring folks to play the game blind. Well, yeah, that's how you used to do testing, or you sent it to people, you know, to play. You're like, oh, well, you know, we got this game, test it, and they'd play it. I mean, it still happens with fan-made stuff. Like, say, you know, people who make maps for the build games, like, quite often they're tested. Mine won't be anymore, because I can't get anybody to do it, really. I mean, last time I had to pull Stujki in at the last minute to do it. You know, who didn't have a lot of knowledge of what I was trying to do, so... And did a very good job of testing them, in all fairness. But I've come to the conclusion, no, that's the SNES. Ah, yeah, of course, because I was trying to clock tower, wasn't I? And ended up not being able to clock tower. Come up to the top of the clock tower. I'm waiting. The converter box is being defective, as always. Nothing new there. That can go in there. Don't know how to connect one of the other ones so that I have a functioning ground. Probably. K5 will be on audio, won't it? Because that's how we ended up having to clock tower things. And is the Sega backwards for its left and right? I don't remember. You see, I'm still staggered by this fucking red and white colour code, because it was always black and red, and I think that's like a musical instrument thing. Where's my flash card? Where's my control pad? Well, this isn't what we had planned at all, but, you know, it's why I always have a backup plan. I'm using it, the portrait animation in clock to 95 goes by super fast. It's random. It goes off after a random amount of time in the room, and sometimes it just doesn't. There's a lot of random events in the game. I'm looking forward to playing the SNES version because it is better. Oh yeah, we don't get the yippee yippee yi yippee yo kai in this, do we? Interesting, all my saves are... Oh yes, let's get rid of Tails. That's the winning... That's the winning fucking thing. Colours look off, but there's fuck all I can do about it. Yeah, no, for anybody who's not been around here a while, I have some basic rules when I play games. And like, really, the first rule is like no softlocks allowed. Like, if a game softlocks on me and it was too easy to do, then I just won't bother playing it, because it runs a risk of happening again, and it could happen at a very inopportune moment. It could be, say, we could reach like the final boss, and the game could end up in a state where it's unwinnable, and the only way to actually beat it then would be to start the game over and play through it again when it might happen again, and I've been in this situation quite a few times over the years. I mean, go back in the history of this channel and, you know, you will see that kind of thing has happened, and it's no good, because I feel like I'm letting everybody down by, like, having to walk out on it, because I probably don't have time to do it, and I want to move on to something else anyway. And it's just not fun. You come all that way and run into something like that. So at the first inkling of it, I just walk away and I just go, no, we're not going to entertain that. Because it's not a fair deal. Like, it's actually, in my mind, evil, what they do there. Because there's an unwritten agreement there, you know, in that whoever made the game is expecting you to give that game hours of your time, and kind of, I don't expect anybody to actually watch my shit, but if you do, you know, you're being gracious enough to give me your time, and for me to piss it away on something that isn't functional just isn't right. You know, that's not fun. And so rather than steal my time and steal your time, that's why we just go, you know what, fuck this, doesn't work, let's go and do something that actually does. You know, I really don't care about getting the perfect shit, so I don't know why I'm fannying about trying to do it. I should just pick up all the blue spheres. Well, you don't pick them up, but... I mean, I think there's only one more cluster of them, so we might as well get the perfect shit now, just to show how perfect I am, because I am, like... If you look up in a dictionary, the word perfect, it just says XeFF, with like a portrait of me next to it, with like a really smug grin on my face. Oh, there's fucking more of them, look at that. Well, I mean, there's probably only one more, so... But before anybody says anything, I don't have a gambling problem. That's why I'm perfect, you see. Let's leave... We'll worry about that next. Oh, they didn't call it Clock Tower 95 when that was the... but it was 1997 when that came out. So it wasn't the in thing, because 98 was about... I think 2000 they were going to start calling everything by then. Love the fast knuckles level in that game. I kind of like Mushroom Valley. You know, I had hoped I was going to practice this, like, before I played it again. I was going to replay the first few levels of it, but... we're just going to come into it cold now. But yeah, as I was saying, when a game does that sort of thing to you, it just soft locks you. It's not a fair deal. I don't think I usually went this way. I'm going to go this way, just because I don't think I ever did. As long as you're moving right, you'll win eventually. It's Sonic. The thing is, I don't think that's fair. Like, people criticise the Sonic games for, like, have one ring and win, and, you know, walk right to win. It's like, yeah, but that's not really inherently bad, because, like, it's a game that's meant for, like, anybody to be able to pick up and play, so it probably should be simple, right? Like, even an idiot can make sense of this. Even when you go the wrong way, like I just did. I can't even justify why I did it. Knuckles theme is... Well, there's two Knuckles themes, isn't there? Because there's the Sonic 3 one, which is just the drum solo, the blood on the dance floor sounding shit. And then there's the, Knuckles version that, like, sounds Asian. Neither of which really make a lot of sense, given he's meant to be a Rasta man, but... I didn't design it, what would I know? Be a little specific about the Jennifer portrait I'm referring to. Oh yeah, that one that, like, people say isn't actually in the game. Like, oh, that's unused. I'm having D-pad problems. Haven't got a problem. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I don't have a gambling problem. Just in case anyone asks. Not that I know where you'd get that idea, but... Let me back in. Let me back in there. Fuck. Alright, I get the idea, fine. This casino blows, I'll go with a different one. Playing the fucking fun time music and not even letting me fucking lose my rings. Oh, this D-pad's definitely... it needs cleaning, man. I can feel it. It's like unresponsive at times. It doesn't feel broken, it does just feel like there's probably dart. I don't think I've ever cleaned the innards of this pad, and when considering the age of it now, you can't expect this sort of thing. I mean, if this thing broke down on me now completely, I wouldn't actually be that mad, because it probably would just be an age-related thing. Like that the console's just old, and the hardware like attached to it is old, and just in like nothing's quite the same shape it was when it was new. I work in casinos sometimes, hate them. Yeah, I've never been in one. I'm not sure I'd... If I was somewhere like Las Vegas, I probably would go in like one of the massive ones, just... Ah, mister! Just see what it was like. Because just seeing things like done to excess, to that extent, you know, has got to be quite the spectacle. But they probably wouldn't like me, so I probably wouldn't gamble then. I only gamble if I know I can win. Only if I know I can win, so it's not really gambling. I don't think I'd feel bad about cheating in a casino, though, just because I'm quite sure they do cheats. You also consider the PS1. I almost thought of playing that version when I found out I couldn't do the SNES version, but I really don't like that version. No, I want the Supersonic, damn it. There we go. Yeah, we are on that Sonic 3 Complete ROM, so we're not going to get the Knuckles version of the music. And also, Supersonic can be... You know, he doesn't just come on when you double jump or anything. You have to press a button combination. So anything that looks slightly like out the ordinary is because I am actually playing a ROM hack, technically. They absolutely, there's no doubt about it, man. They gotta cheat or they wouldn't stay in business. I'll show this fucking special stage. I can't promise I'm gonna get all the emeralds, I gotta be honest. Especially not with this D-pad the way it is. I think it might improve as we use it, but yeah, it really needs taking to bits and cleaning up. The wizard told me to do it. Ow. So now I'm overcompensating. I quite like this music. Even though I'm all phase modulated out. Recording the last few clips for the VZ1 follow-up. Oh yeah, I'm really overcompensating. No, I don't want to be doing that. That'll be the end of me if I keep doing that. I think that's one thing Sonic and Knuckles, like this half of the game improved, is how you can pick which one of these you go into, and some of these stages are actually really difficult. This is the easy one. I think probably the smart thing to do is to start from the right, where they're harder or something. I don't really know. Could get like the 2D maps of them up and sort of form a plan of how to go through them. Right, what am I going to do? There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to compile a list at some point. I'm going to put it into the channel description and see which game holds the record for being Softlocked Central. I'll probably just invalidate anything I could get of getting a perfect score on this by robbing those. What the hell is it? What My brain is not counting properly today, is what I've learned. Oh well. Where's that other one? It was over here somewhere. Well, the ending of this song a bit weird. It sounds like it's in a hurry to do it. Okay, that can't be good. Okay, where are the other ones? Shit, I forgot just how I saw. I seen them right in the edge of draw distance, so there we go. Having said that, I've sort of long maintained this is actually easier when it goes faster. Shit, where's those then? Because I thought they were... I'd have guessed the checkerboard playfield is stored as compressed. I think so. It's how Sonic 2 does it. Like it's sort of a bunch of compressed tiles. Sonic 2 special stages suck though. Well, I remember you playing it and trying to like... you found that out the hard way. Like Sonic 2, I think the only way to play that is like to just cheat the emeralds in. Like fuck messing about and getting them all. Isn't this sending me backwards? Oh, who cares? I don't care. Denying me of my gambling, how darling. I do wonder though, can I still Super Sonic? Like if I have 50 rings? I seen that, you went fooling me. Don't play with it. Well, that goes a long way to solving the problem. But yeah, I'll do the same stage again, I'm not going to let it beat me. But yeah, that PS1 version of Clock Tower, I don't know, I was never that keen on that version. There's just... something about it don't feel right. I mean, overall, the SNES version is the best. That's why I didn't bother doing all the endings and everything this time around, because my plan is that I'm just going to play the SNES version as soon as I get the Super Famicom. Which, I can get them for like 20-some quid if I really dig around. It's sold well in Japan, you know, that console, so they're not exactly raw, but it probably will be yellow with like cracks in the casing and everything, which I don't really care about, as long as it works. I mean, I said before, you know, I could just region mod it, and you know full well I would do an old school region mod. I wouldn't use one of these super sys things or whatever they are. You know, I would do it the old way, but it's my childhood SNES, so I don't really want to faff around with it. Whereas the Jap one, when I buy it, that's just a random console I bought off the internet, so it's, well, doesn't really matter in that case. You know, we can butcher that as much as we need to. But it turns out, from what I can find, Game Genies, and I have a defective Game Genie, aren't region locked, and so my European Game Genie should fit into a Japanese SNES and work. And so as long as the games I'm trying to run aren't looking for a Game Genie and refusing to run with one present, then I should be able to fit my US cartridges onto the Game Genie and play them on the Japanese system without any incident. You know, I really should stop trying to perfect this, but I committed, and once I commit to something, I've got to do it. Oh, I thought it was that. I could have sworn it was... Where is the fucking things? There we go. Those consoles develop bad caps. Well, I'll just break them off. Well, decapitating the console was how I was going to do it. I'd like an American one, because then I just have to melt the notches out the bottom of the slot, but they're a bit raw and expensive over here now, the US ones. But partly as well for aesthetic reasons, just because it would look completely different to my European one. Because the European and the Japanese ones look the same. And as far as I know, that is the only sort of regional lockout between the US and the Japanese, or the only meaningful regional lockout is the shape of the cartridge. Whereas the hardware is actually slightly different in the European model. But if nothing else, I would assume they can detect that they're running at like 50 Hz. SNES. Well, that's the funny thing. If I want a European SNES, yes, that'll set me back like 3 figures. I'd wager I could get one cheaper if I shopped around. No, I wanted the lightning shield, damn it. I don't know what the going rate is for a Sega now. Not sure. I still have like 4 of those, so... The Eurosnes also kept the 4 color. Yeah, exactly. I think the only difference between the European and Japanese, like, SNES, like, visibly, is that the Japanese one has Super Famicom printed on the front, like, panel, and obviously the European ones, it's just Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh, buggered that. Yeah, I'm rusty at this, so I wanted to practice at it, you know. Ah, Sonic Concealing Run, like Duke, I didn't know that. Yeah, if I had the PS1 out, I would have probably started on Land of the Burbs. Hey, you see that palette shift there, how we went from one palette to another? I can do that in build, and I'm going to, in NI2. I'm actually going to have levels that do that. So I'll probably have the fast build level. I mean, my code's already there to do it, so even if somebody beats me out the gate, I still get to claim I had the fast build level that used 1024 colours. Just not all at once. But yeah, it's kind of weird how the... Oh no, this is the really hard one. This one's difficult. I'm not going for the rings on this, fuck that. But yeah, it's funny how the Euro SNES is more expensive than the import Japanese one. Not really sure how that works. Yeah, this level, I think it relies on you not knowing where to go. Because I'm sure it requires you to make some really nasty turn at the end of one of these, and if you don't know you have to do it, you'll just never get it. Yeah, fuck getting the rings in here then. Oh no, I missed that then. It's the colour scheme of the tiles. Like messing with my eyes. Fast draw. See, it's always the hard shit that I do really well at. So give me the easy one and I'll suck. You give me the moderately difficult one and I'll kick its ass. Yeah, that Weeb station's definitely going to come out soon. Probably when I finish this, I'll put the... I've got to go in the cupboard anyway while the consoles are kept, so when I finish this, I'll probably put this Sega away, and I'll put that fucking Weeb station there. Hold on, I'm rolling a cigarette. Well, I shouldn't have any problems with region lockout on that, because as far as I know, it is mod chipped already, and if it isn't, then I still have the mod chip from my dead Euro station. So I'm sure I could transplant that in there. Apparently it does work on the dorky slimline ones. They were different to the mod chips that I used to fit. Like, they were way heftier looking things. Like they were a much larger microcontroller. Well, region modding Sega CDs, and the way you would used to do it, I guess it'd be unheard of now. Well, you used to just stack EEPROMs on top of each other and put a switch to like enable different ones. And you just had to like flat. Oh no! You know, flat out put the buyers for the other regions, like, in its own EEPROM and just switch between them. Lost my rings right before a lamppost. They're denying me of my gambling opportunities again. Not that I have a gambling problem or anything. Bastards, fucking... I want to piss my rings away, man. I earned those rings. Oh, that's it. Do something, you stupid, bulbous fucking vehicle. I don't have the one ring. I'm no longer invincible. It's a nice effect, this, you know. It's gimmick. Gimmicky parallax scrolling. I lost my rhythm though. But it's used to good effect. Yeah, deep head troubles again. I've got another controller somewhere. I might switch to it. Gotta be honest. Fuck! I'm still rattled though, I've got to be honest. Who rattled me? I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna add to the channel description at some point. I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna find all the soft locks that we've quit the game for. And I'm gonna put like a total play time to reach that stage. Fuck! The thing is, like, someone will probably be upset. Whoever asked me to play it, probably. Because you have the thing that Nordic Warriors noted where people ask you to play a thing and then they never show up to watch it. But then you have the other thing where they ask you to play it, you end up not liking it, and so they just don't come to your channel anymore. That's kind of neat. I can't remember who it was. I don't know, it might have been Takadon. I guess he doesn't seem to have an issue with differing opinions, given he loves blood and I don't, so... Stupid parallax scroll fucking bomb chains ain't gonna stop me. Well, we're not making fast progress, but I don't care. I don't need to. Imagine how that would sound if we had actual saw waves instead of whatever approximation this chip's capable of. I fully expected the VZ1 video where I break down like how phase distortion and phase modulation and frequency modulation actually work, that somebody's not going to understand it and still try to tell me I'm wrong. Somebody who has not a single song on their YouTube channel, you know. I love when people who don't make music tell me I'm wrong about how I use musical instruments to make music. I like the song on this level, actually, and I like the Act 1 version better than the Act 2 version, which actually just seems to be a general rule for this half of the game, or everything from Ice Cap onwards. I guess Carnival Night, technically, but I don't like either version of it. I think it's lazy, their song. Oh yeah, I can stand in the flames, can't I? I think Eggman was searching for the Death Egg by radar. I mean, probably. I mean, the thing is massive. You think he'd have seen where it fucking crashed, but he's a cartoon villain, so he's probably an idiot. No, I'm not going in there. I don't want to go in that one, that's not the gambling one. I might quit smirking, you know. It's getting really expensive. It's cost me like 50 quid a week. I'm sat there gonna do fucking hard drives, and it's like, you know, I could have probably bought like about 20 hard drives. I spend a month on cigarettes now. I've cut my habit in half, and it's still prohibitive. Oh, levels are but no. Fucking killers, man. See, that's what the world needs, is a Sonic and Scummy crossover game. That looks too risky. I'm not doing that. I'm not crazy. No, I'm going this way. You aren't telling me otherwise. Yeah, one thing we will see, I guess, you know, I was about to say, like, I feel when this came about is when the world had just about mastered making 2D platformers by this time. And really just this sort of 16-bit era, they'd mastered everything. And it really shows, and it's something that we'll see in, like, the Clock Tower, like, game on PS1, the first one that's on PS1, is that they hadn't mastered doing, like, 3D yet. And so they don't age quite so well. This sort of stuff's aged quite gracefully, that stuff hasn't. And I am going to play both of them. I am going to play Clock Tower and Clock Tower 2 on PS1. Even though 2 is very frustrating. But it will be an interesting sort of... Oh, you fuckers. Ah! Oh, no, he did it. No, I didn't have enough rings to go gambling solid. But yeah, it will be an interesting insight into sort of the development of the horror genre, because there's a lot of lessons that had to be learned. And as I was saying when I was playing the first one, you know, that a lot of these things were victims of the release date, you know, and that they didn't really do anything wrong just because they didn't know any different, but learned the hard way that it maybe wasn't the best way to do stuff. You know, this is where you just question Robotnik's intelligence, like... Puts these fucking bomb launcher things that just damage his own fucking vessel. Actually, isn't that a recurring theme? Because isn't the boss for this stop hitting yourself? It is. Oh yeah, let's bully him. Stop hitting yourself! Yeah, Robotnik's just a fool. That was a bad idea. So you want to go through the one that goes stiff, because otherwise it'll fucking hit you. I'll do it to demonstrate it. Oh, I didn't do it. I remember that being a thing. I swear you can see the monitors through the floor. Maybe not. That high quality fucking thumbnail though, man. The Armada's definitely going to have to come out when I'm done with it. I might just leave it that way. Maybe I'll just leave the shit thumbnail. I reckon I should leave the crap one. Do a crap stream, use a crap thumbnail. Seems logical. You know, I shouldn't beat myself up like that, really. Because this shit happens. And I feel like it's my fault. And it's like, but it's not my fault. Why do I feel like that? I shouldn't feel like that. It's not my fucking fault. So no, I shouldn't beat myself up over that. I'll make a proper thumbnail. As much as I do prefer the Act 1 version, you know, it probably is the last time in this game you get good Act 2 music. Not when we're grasping too loud. I remember my friend rattling on and on at me about when I covered this, and I used a bagpipe preset for the lead in it. Like, it was like, well, how do you use bagpipes? I'm like, because that's what it is. Like, in the patch library for the DX100, that patch is called bagpipe. So, you know, everyone asked me, well, make it accurate. I did, and then they just, no, that's not right. It's like, but that's what Yamaha called that sound, so that's obviously what they thought it sounded like. It's probably about as close to them as you could, like, get with this technology. I don't think it's what Sega were thinking. Sega probably never looked at the name of the thing. They probably just thought, oh, that's the sound we want. Out of that preset library, let's put that one. Actually, in all fairness, Sonic 3's music actually has quite a few custom patches in it. Sonic 1 and 2 don't. They are entirely just the presets out of the DX100 keyboard. Well, they might have used the DX27, but I mean, they're the same thing. The only difference on them is the size of the keypad. The 27 uses allegedly full-size keys, but being Yamaha, they're probably actually a non-standard size, which is another thing. It's funny how nobody's ever noticed this with the DX7, that it uses a non-standard key size to see how popular it's meant to be. You'd think people would have caught on. What the hell's wrong with my Sonic power-up? My invincibility. Oh, there we go. It fixed itself. Excellent. Well, you're not quitting Sonic 3 now, it's wigging out. Yeah, but it's not soft-locking me, is it? If it did soft-lock me, generally, it would be a freak thing. I've beat this game many times. There are ways to soft-lock this game, but you generally have to try to do it. Like, there are places where you can get stuck in the walls and shit, but you sort of have to try to do it on purpose, usually. You have to be doing something weird. And if it's something I have to, like, purposefully induce, then I actually don't count that against, like, my rule. This really is the best Burma stage because you can't lose anything in it other than your shield. But I'm in big whoop, right? It's not exactly taking rings or anything off you. Quite Sonic 3D sounding music though. It's like proto-Sonic 3D music in it. It's gotta be when they brought that composer on board. Not a fucking good eater now to be, yes, a bubble. Just what I need. Of no, even mediocre 90s games had few opportunities to softlock. It does depend. There's some of them where it's quite easy. None of them come to mind, but it's something I know I've encountered. But it is something I had absolutely no tolerance for. Like, if it's easy to do, like I say, if it's difficult to do, then, you know, where you really have to do it on purpose or it's just a freak occurrence. Like it's a 1 in 1,000 chance or something like that. Or if you have to, I don't know, stand in this corner and face at this particular angle and accelerate towards a solid fucking wall in this freakish way. It's like, okay, then I'm not going to rag the game for it. Because is it feasible they would have found that in testing? Probably not. You know, it's an unreasonable expectation at that point. Oh, fuck you, buddy. You robbed me of my fucking... Oh, the controls are... I don't know. I just couldn't get control back, though. This D-pad's fucked. Color bleed... Yes, well, you know. I am going to order a new composite converter when I order that SNES. This one's shimmering and flickering a lot now. I think it's probably past its best, but it's nearly as old as the Sega is, so it's done its job, and it's done it well. Like, this one doesn't use microcontrollers or anything, I don't think. It's just old school circuitry. I could probably make one myself, thinking about it. I mean, how much work would it be to break composite video into RGB HV? A lot of recycled Sonic 2 code in this server. Yeah, there's no way to beat this, is there? You just wait for it to leave you alone, basically. It's another stop hitting yourself type of machine. Well, I thought about using the celebrity again. Like, I could, but I think it washes the colour out a bit too much. There's certain cases where I will, and there's certain things where I think I pretty much bloody have to, because just nothing else can handle the signal. Like if I did Atari, for example, I can't think why I would. But if I played an Atari 2600 game, I'd probably have to use the WinTV Celebrity, because I think it's about the only thing that could look at it. Or if I ever used, say, Soviet hardware that's outputting weird CCAM signals, then I think I would have to resort to the Celebrity, because it's about the only thing that can tune into that weird Soviet CCAM DK format. Well then, that big Toshiba tally can about do it if I can ever fucking move it near. Oh shit. Shit. Oh no! I'm getting moved! We don't have enough channels! It's got to be composed by the same dude who did the Death Egg music in the game, just for the way the bass line is in it. Oh, mistimed it! All those rings! Ah! Sonic 3 is definitely a lot more forgiving. It is more forgiving than Sonic 2. Sonic 2, I think, goes a bit overboard. It becomes frustrating. Oh shit. This controller, man. I'm not angry with the controller, like I said, it is age-related. It just needs a good service. It'll be straight back to being fully functional. I can tell it's just dart that's got in there, just by the way it feels. And probably needs the membrane, the rubber membrane turning upside down. Wow, look at all the noise around where the pug's hanging under the... It's got like black pixels on it. I wonder if that's a Sega on the composite. Like Sonic's that strong, he's pushing the floor backwards by walking against the wall. With his little pipe cleaner arms and legs. Yeah, do something about it, Robotnik. Isn't this one missing the weird robot graphic in if you play as Knuckles? I knew that was a possibility. That one's on the... There we go. Sonic releasing so many rings when he gets hit. I wonder if he could drown under it. Possible. It'd be like that fucking thing in the 7th Harry Potter book, like... When I read that, when they break into the vault and they touch anything and it starts multiplying, like, every time it described it happening, I did hear the sonic ring drop sound in my head. I don't remember if that bit was in the movie. But it was definitely in... Well, we'll suffocate them in the sand, there you go. It was definitely in the book. Yeah, every time they described it happening, I just hear them in my head. Only 10 left. Hold on. Rolling a cigarette, it's important. It's very important. No, it actually is, because if I don't, I get really bad tempered. That's why I smirk. It's because it's a way of controlling my temper. But it doesn't really work anymore, so it's like, oh, it's probably not really much benefit to me now, it's just putting holes in the bank account at this point. See, I like the song here, but I hate the patching of it. It's terrible. Very like black noise again, right there. You see the scanline trickery, the way that it's doing that like heat haze. Build engine can do that. And I'm actually using that effect in my project, but not for a heat haze yet. I mean, if I have something that gets really hot, I might, but I don't have such a thing planned. So I'm using it for water instead. Mostly reflective water. It is quite fast, you know, I'm surprised. I thought it'd be slower messing about with the frame buffer like that, but no, it's quite quick. Yeah, maybe I'll cover this song someday, because I think it has a potential to be like a really cool song. It's just bad patching that they got blessed with. Like everything's just phasing on top of phasing on top of phasing, and it's a bit lousy. So I'm not sure they knew what they wanted it to sound like. It's better than that Sonic Adventure 2 level. You know, I guess I should play Sonic Adventure again at some point, not too far away, because, I mean, who knows how long that Dreamcast optical drive's gonna last, and fuck, I thought there was, like, sand down there, so I wanted to get off it. Who knows how long that's gonna last, and once that's done, there's no more Dreamcast. Unless somebody makes a fucking drive emulator that actually works. So we know that fucking, the one that's on the market now, you know, doesn't work. Okay, what is the path for this? If you're quick on your fingers, you can jump across the red spheres and clear this course very quickly. Okay, I think what we got to do is jump into the centre here and go backwards. Yeah. Okay. I get it. I don't remember the layout of this one, but I'm not too bothered. As long as we get the emeralds, we're okay, right? Otherwise Robotnik laughs at us at the end, and I don't think I can stomach that. It'll bruise my ego too much. I can see him over there, you rip-off merchant. This is what's in that damn casino. Wizard told me to do it. Probably a ROM hack that makes Sonic release the exact number of rings despite the sprite limits. I think there's one that releases a single ring that just stores the value of the rings you had. I mean, you're kind of screwed because You know, I sort of figure, well, maybe you could have like bigger rings that are worth like 10 rings or something, but that might count as like 4 sprites or something. I can't remember now. Very long time since I did Sega Mega Drive development, so my memory of it's patchy at this point. I'm still miffed about me fucking EEPROMs breaking. My EEPROMs that I used with my old dev cart, they don't work anymore. You can't erase them now. Oh, where am I supposed to go from here? Not down, surely. That would be a death sentence going down. Oh, I can't go in there. When the music's evil. Yeah, that looks like a die down there. I don't want to go that way. There's a point in this area. I mean, I don't think do I have any other option? Does this just lead to death coming here? Is that the only option I have now? Should put my PS-RAM-based solution over the list. Oh no, there is a floor though. That's actually good guidance, look at that. Like that's good design. I don't think I've ever been this way before. Because you can't use the look up down when you're on top of the quicksand. Because you have to be standing still to do it. Might as well find out what's over there. I don't think there's anything good at fucking timing here. You know, I think I'm quite effective at using the insta-shield though, if I do say so myself. I think that reflex is still there. But I mean, the buttons are working. Look at his stupid eyes. What a fool. I thought I'd cocked it up then. I thought I'd royally cocked it up then. You know, I wonder if I got on top of him before he does that, if it would actually crush me. They have a weird hitbox, those guys. Aha! Rings. Any fucking good tales ever fucking done for us. I'm just here to piss away my rings. On fire. Bright light city gonna set my soul. It's gonna set my soul on fire. You know, Knuckles playing out rings is spoiling the game. It's showing us that he's actually the good guy. Still pleased with my spaghetti-ridden evaluation board. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. It's just using PS RAMs, because it's not something you really see very often. Everyone uses ROMs. They still have the original EEPROMs off that dev cart. Yeah, the ones I used with it, they've been used up, apparently. Can't erase anymore. Just throw errors in the, if you try erasing them, they don't quite blank. Leave them in there for hours. And they sort of slowly go back to whatever was, like, what was on them last. It's sort of, the data starts coming back slowly. It's weird. And it's not the first time I've encountered EEPROMs fail this way. Thing is, the Sega's a lot nicer to make stuff for than the SNES. Like, it's quite easy to work with Mega Drive hardware. It's pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, the Mega Drive really is, like, the more PC-like of the two, I guess, in that it's almost an off-the-shelf thing. Like, it's somewhat custom hardware, but it's quite close to an off-the-shelf thing. You know, it's a lot easier to tamper with it. I mean, it's like this whole region thing. On a Sega, I can fix that with 2 pieces of fucking wire. Wall of sand's gonna stop me? Who builds a wall out of sand? That's what children on the beach do. You know, I still look back with pure hatred of those seaside trips from when I was a kid. They were always miserable. I hate the sea and everything in it. Except birds. I like birds. Some very nice tile design in this zone, I'll give it that. Oh yeah, isn't this another stop hitting yourself boss? Don't I just have to put them in the sand? Something about pulling electrons from a cathode to the other side of each bit. Isn't it basically just static electricity? I might be wrong on that, but I seem to recall that it was basically just static electricity. I just find the concept of like masking weird, because like before they were electronically programmable, weren't they actually just masked, like, you know, with light? I'd still like to build a ROM out of diode logic someday. Because you can build a ROM out of diodes. Well, you saw me do it for that clock to drive the displays. Like, that was essentially ROM built from diodes. Like, that was doing that. But I'd like to build a more meaningful ROM. The thing would be fucking huge, but like it probably would be like an Atari 2600 game or something. I don't think I would build like a Mega Drive ROM. You would need like thousands and thousands of diodes. I probably will have a go at making one of those battery circuits that you've built. Like, I want to have a go at it. I want to see if I can get it to use less electricity, because I think it can be done. I'm not going to hide what I intend to do. I intend to use a transistor-only comparator and basically just fire a latching relay. So it will have massive transients like either side, but in theory, I'm closing it faster. Don't push it out there. But yeah, like the resting voltage should only be like somewhere in the current should be somewhere in the realm of about 5 milliamps. Yeah, I got a zap shield, dummies. I can probably get up here. Stupid ghosts. You know, I could see the ghosts frightening children. Good. Children like being scarred. Somebody's gonna say, oh no, that's evil, you can't scar children and shit. I disagree. When I was a kid, I liked being scarred. You know? Like, why do you think, like, shows like Goosebumps were really popular? Probably because children enjoyed, like, being a little bit frightened, you know? Because you've been frightened in the safety of your own home. Fuck! Like, you always knew you were partly safe, but it was fun. And it's good, you know, it makes you stronger as a person as you grow up. You know, I always think it's funny when they put, like, ancient Egyptian, like, women in films, like, they tend to pick, like, really attractive actresses to play them. And I'll wager that they probably weren't a very attractive-looking people, the ancient Egyptians. I mean, you can't really go by the people that are there now, they're different people, but I don't know, I have my doubts that they were a particularly good-looking lot of people. At least by my European standards. Well, of course, European standards I said this is somebody of Mediterranean descent, so the people I come from would have been closer to, like, that part of the world, really, actually. Somewheres to the north. I've said before, like, the people I descend from are like Greeks and Assyrians, that sort of lot of people. Which, again, are very different to the people who occupy those places now. Like ancient times, like nowadays, you know, you think of Greek people, you know, and you think of them having fairly dark, like, pigmentation of the hair and everything. And they used to be, like, quite fair-skinned and blonde a long time ago. Give me the rings! I want to gamble them away later. Ah. So I'll catch up with the comments in a second. This is time shit, isn't it? Wait for a more opportune moment. There we go. Music's ominous. Goosebumps, I even found Spooky outright goofy. Particularly the time travel. Because the time travel one, the one where, like, he was, like, getting younger. You know, he ended up being a baby again and everything. Because, yeah, some of them were just goofy and funny. I mean, I was thinking more of the TV show that was based on the books. Stupid ghosts, what are you going to do? I'm not afraid of you. What if I don't believe in ghosts? What are you going to do then? I'm sort of watching on, like, well, we'll make you believe in ghosts. How about that? Can't do anything to me, ghosties. I got a bubble shield. Yeah, they're no match for them. Oh shit. No. I meant to do that. Did that on purpose. Yes, that was entirely planned and calculated, what I just did there. Wasn't luck at all. There was something already. Fuck that, I don't want it. Yeah, that was entirely planned and calculated. I totally meant to survive that. It wasn't luck at all. Tick-tock, well, like, at least it doesn't sound like proper ticking clocks. I can tolerate it. got to hand it to Clock Tower. For a game called Clock Tower, there's a definite lack of ticking clocks, which I'm quite grateful for. Just took the worst route possible. Oh yeah, I forgot the ghosts were still in the level. Luckily they're afraid of the light. I didn't do that. Decision-driven one way, you had to go specific pages to use it. I think that's a different one. No, I think I have that one. I think there's like 2 stories in it. I've never been this way. I don't think. I don't remember coming down here. What a fucking water shield in a fucking pyramid. It's all fucking dry deserts. There again, when the pyramid was built, it wasn't. That must be an ancient computer monitor. Yeah, someday we'll build a time machine, we'll be able to go back and see how they made them. You know, if they left me in charge of antiquities in Egypt, I would just dismantle the pyramids block by block. Then we'd find out pretty quickly. I mean, I'm sure you can model it with a computer now so that you'd be able to reassemble it accurately, and you'd be able to fix any problems that you found in the structure as well. You stole my water shield, damn it. I needed that. There might be water in those pyramids. There we go. Yeah, I would just take the pieces. I think you'd find they're mostly hollow. Like, I reckon that there's probably like a grid-like frame, like rough stone, that's just filled in with, like, sand and rubble. Like, I doubt they're actually solid. And I'm not even saying that as a slight against the builders. I'm saying that the builders probably knew what they were doing and wouldn't waste materials. There's a good argument to be made that the structure would actually be stronger being built that way than it would have been built a solid block. For numerous reasons. I hate when it launches you in a ceiling, it just feels like disappointment. I could have used those, I don't have enough rings, I need more. How am I going to gamble away all my money if I only have 525 rings? This is a knuckles way, that's no good to me. I'm Sonic, I want to go the Sonic way. Quite a lot of detail in the tiles though, in this zone, I'll give them that. Looks pretty. Just never was one of my favourite zones. Oh, not this again. I don't want to go in the sand. It's evil. Oh, there we go. Problem solved. There's Chelsea. Fat slap Chelsea. It's hard as well in downstream. All the boys point and star is kinda mean. They're starting, it really is quite obscene. She's fat, ugly, slack on Chelsea. Oh yeah, I'll take a lightning shield, that's my favourite one. Fart sparks hermetic. Oh, what? She's fat, ugly, slack on Chelsea. She's got the biggest bitch flaps up sea. A fat pussy looks like a rotten in a machine. And then if it smells like cod out in the sun, tries to grab you by the balls. Run, This is no good. I want the fucking... the rings, damn it. No! So gnarly, made it to 600 rings. And still one of those. It's going to put us in that awful boss that I can't remember how to defeat. I think I just missed the fucking ring as well. Well, that makes a creepy noise. Like the voice of some ancient evil entity or something. I can't remember how to defeat the boss, said XeFF. It turned out it wasn't that difficult. It was just timing burst. Forever be 20 rings short of my goal. One of the reasons that a time machine never comes to fruition is because it invariably gets destroyed or its creation is prevented. And such it may be. Maybe it exists and, like, I don't know. Don't see it unfold because whatever it changed gets undone. Possibly, or the timeline changes and so you just don't know it was ever any different. I mean, I've always held that you can't time travel, but you can... I'm trying to think of the word. Like, you can't time travel, but you can sort of ignore time, so that you could opt out of it. You know, that you could put yourself in, say, some sort of container, for want of a better word, on the end of a rope, and push yourself outside of the stream of time, and so that time would keep moving forwards without you. And then somebody else tugs on the rope to bring you back in, you'd arrive, you know, you'd now be in the future, like, you wouldn't have observed time passing. But, I don't have any way to prove this. I mean, time's pretty weird, nobody really knows what it is, or how it works. Who knows if we'll ever figure it out. Lava Reef Zone, it's one of them songs I've covered multiple times, and I could never get it to sound right. I don't want this, I'm afraid of losing my fire shield. I don't know, I can just never get it to sound right, this song. Alright, that was weird. Oh wait, I can go through waterfalls when I got the fire, well, lava falls when I've got the fire shield. Stupid machine. Perish. This zone really is just full of stop hitting yourself concept. This entire half of the game is just stop hitting yourself. Robotnik really forgot how to build shit that actually, you know, worked and was threatening in here. There's rings, big rings in the wall somewhere. I don't think we're going to get all the emeralds, you know. Because I think I've forgotten where too many of them are. Oh, problems loading tiles. Yeah, these older Mega Drive consoles really do seem to do that. Time dilation is theoretically the only form of time travel that's physically possible, but it requires travelling at no light speeds. I just want to know what it looks like if you travel at light speed. But I don't really believe in light speed. Nobody's ever been able to give me a solid explanation for that. Because they go, well, you can't go faster than light speed. I'm like, well, say I was stood on, like, a rock in space, right? And I point the flashlight that way. Like, I point the flashlight there. So the light coming out of it is going at light speed, right? Relative to the flashlight, surely. So then I get another one and I point it that way. So the light coming out of that is going at light speed, right? So how fast is that light going relative to the light that's going that way? Then that's got to be double light speed, hasn't it? And what they say is, no, it doesn't. They both travel at light speed, because it's like, yeah, okay. But then is light speed an absolute? Because if it's an absolute, then it's weird, because everything we know of is relative, right? So if it's an absolute, then we could learn a lot about the universe about that. But it's no, it isn't, because it's a relative speed, relative... So it's like, yeah, but then relative to the other light, it has to be going twice as fast. Well, no, it doesn't. So what, the light knows that there's other light going the other way and it slows down to half its speed? Then it can't be like... No, it doesn't do that. It's travelling at the same speed. It's like, yeah, but... Nobody can explain it to me. Maybe I'm just an idiot and I don't understand it. There's always a possibility. Oh, now that's a colour scheme and a half. It's like rhubarb and custard. I don't know if they still make those sweets. They're quite a nice flavour, actually. There's an animated thing called rhubarb and custard as well. Had nothing to do with the sweets. When the wizard told me to get all the rings and go to his fucking casinos, I'm gonna lose all my money. Can't wait to go on the machines, lose all my rings, go into Basin Brook. I feel like I missed some blue spheres earlier in the fucking thing. This could be bad. It does seem that way, doesn't it? I always remember that dream I had where I was playing as Knuckles and this shit broke. And it ended up, it's doing the erroneous input shit again. Like half of these turns I'm not pressing. And he started running diagonally, like really jaggedly, like it was really weird. Wait, wait a minute. Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh, we're not getting perfect now, that's for certain. Oh, we did! I don't think we are, because I think we cancelled those ones out. Oh, whatever. Who cares? We got the emerald. I mean, is the universe moving? You know. Because if light always is travelling the same speed, well, that sort of establishes like a 0 point for the speed of anything in the universe. So then you could, you know, if they're right about that, then it's like, okay, so that if that's an absolute, that's the one thing we know of, that's always an absolute. So then you can measure that against like everything else that's moving in the universe, and then you can figure out like, you know, an actual absolute speed for everything else, because you just measure it relative to the speed of light. But then like, no, you can't do that because it's like, yeah, okay, so this branch of science is bullshit then, is what you're telling me? I can't do the boost thing with my shield. It's not working. My shield's gone now, but it wasn't working. That's alright, I've got a better shield. The thing is, the one that gets me is like when I was going to sleep the other day, you know, just... I think of all kinds of like garbage when I'm on the brink of falling asleep, because I'm not good at falling asleep, and I tend to like scream and stuff like that, because my brain doesn't like the feeling of relinquishing control. And I become aware of being unaware for seconds at a time, and it's quite scary. And so my brain just thinks of random bullshit to like distract itself. And it figured that any scientific research done on dreams is inherently unscientific, because dreams are an entirely subjective experience that you can't prove you actually had them, because apparently they happen entirely in your head. So the only way you can like trust that I dreamt anything is by me saying, oh, I dreamt this thing. Maybe I'm the only person in the world who has dreams and everyone else is lying. Maybe dreams are real and everything else is fake. They go, well, that can't be. Why? Why not? Well, we see the brain has like activity. It's like the brain's conjuring. It's like, yeah, but if I'm awake and I look at stuff, the brain's going to show activity. So maybe the information's just coming from somewhere else. Who says it's actually coming from inside my brain? It might be coming from the outside and you just don't know where it comes from yet. Isn't anything my brain observes technically a subjective reality, like, rather than an objective one? Who said my observation of reality is correct? Who's to say my red isn't your blue, you know? Maybe your brain decodes like green, as mine decodes like, you know, pink. Maybe everybody has the same favourite colour, and they just don't know it. Oh yeah, it's that bouncing rock thing though, doesn't it, that I just thought we skipped past. Weird thing that they put in, didn't bother with anymore. Well, that was a waste of my time. Fuck. Oh, car, who needs rings? No, yeah, well. I let go of the button too quick, it was my fault. I mean, that was some of that Cultic was weird with, was its jumping. Like, timing the button didn't seem to affect the height on it, which I could have got used to. Oh no, I've already been up here, haven't I? Because it sent me backwards. Bastard. I think I needed to go down instead of left back there. I think was the problem. You know, this level doesn't have enough, as many of those smirky bastards in as I remember it have. I remember it having lots of them. Fuck. What's even keeping that going? There's like... Is there like an engine inside the thing? Little remote control car, it's like a hollow sphere and the thing's just driving in there, like... Don't think there's any hiding in there, is there? No, there isn't. Where the fuck am I now? Haven't I already been here? I have. Set me in a fucking circle. You jerk. It's a circle jerk. At least we've got the tails around to fucking stink the place up this time. Oh, I've got great insta-shield reflexes, he says, and then does shit like that. Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? I don't know. I can't go gambling, this is lousy. Do I want the elevator or do I want to go down? I don't know. What a stupid contraption. Oh, there he is. There's the puffy smirker guy. If only I could have had these rings sooner, I could have gone gambling. Gonna have me some money, it would cost me my very last dime. If I wind up broke then, I'll always remember that I had a swing in time. Around it. Oh, I don't know. I've sort of given up caring about the emeralds because I'm quite certain I'm not going to get all of them. I don't mind so much in this game. Everyone knows this game, so it's not like we're really missing anything. It's not like we don't know what happens. Oh, yes! I'll admit, when I do SNES Clock Tower, I might bring a turbo controller to it and use it for the panic mode. Because in that version, I'm quite sure you just rapidly spam the B button. Well, at least Tails was useful for something for once. Let's have one more spin. Just one more. That seems like a good time to leave, actually. I'm getting out of there. Well, it's trying to send me back in. That's a bit weird, he sort of like rolled on the ceiling there. I'm not going to move on, I'm still on zone 1. More control problems. He shot as he was going down, I don't remember them doing that. Oh yeah, let's beat up Johnny Five's hand, why not? There is a trick to this boss, I can't remember how to do it, where you can get a spin dash going right on the edge of him or something, and it like takes him out pretty much instantly. Sounded like a stuck nerd a moment ago. Yeah, no, I think it was because I was leaning on the turbo button to jump. And I think that's why he was going along the ceiling as well. I don't know if it's useful for anything in there. Collision's weird in the bonus stages. Acts different to the rest of the game for some reason. Even I can't go up there. Of course I can go up there. It's carved. Alright, fine. Be that way then. Yeah, this is what I was saying White Land reminded me of, like this colour palette. Like, it sure does look that way. Like, it's a way more Sega-y palette than something you'd usually see on that console. I think there's quite a few of them rings hidden in this stage, you know. Well, this is doing palette cycling at this stage. Not enough. Ah! It's not. That's lousy. Well, shit. Yeah, another thing you can do in build, and a thing I intend to do, but I won't be using it in the way these games do. My use case for it is going to be a little bit different. Let me out! I just have visions of some kid quitting the game who never got past that bit. He just got stuck in there, got angry at it, at his pocket when he stopped, had the console took off him. Why am I doing that? There's nothing good there. Yeah, these things are fucking lethal. It's just an accident waiting to happen. I don't like this zone very much. It's such a disappointment after Labyrinth Zone. After seeing this thing, it's making me think of fucking Labyrinth. Ah! You know, Lava Wreath Zone. It's such a disappointment. This. Oh dear! Oh, I'm not taking the blame for that one. I'll take the blame for the other death, but not that one. Promptly, almost repeats it. But I had a fire shield, you dimwit! Oh dear me. This is where it all starts going wrong then. Good to know. At least I know where it's going to go wrong this time. thought that would collapse, apparently not. Hey, I got bumped by the spike platform then, didn't take damage. My mind is selective about all this today, game. Yeah, I'll stay down here. I know my place. Oh, okay. Cool. That was totally worth it. I gained so much for doing that. Fine. Have it your way then, game. Oh, what? I can't even touch the fucking clouds? Alright, let's stop messing about. No point in going down there. It's a waste of my time going down there. Not bad, I'm trying to rush it. What has gone wrong here? I don't know, but it needs to stop, and it needs to stop fast. Yeah, I remember finding these guys a bit unfair before. It's like you have to get close to them to defeat them, but you get close to them and it just fucking, like, smokes you to death. I mean, I'm certainly not against, like, you know, gassing Sonic to death. I think he deserves it, because it's farming, but... I don't know, man. Oh, no, where's these damn emerald rings, man? I want special stages. Oh. Yes, we've been teleported to where we've been all along. Well, I guess there's only 2 left to get. Oh, is this one difficult or something? Looks like it could be. Fuck's sake, we'll be here all fucking night. Do I even want to bother getting all the rings? This zone's slow. I like the colour scheme though, it actually fits the zone we're in. Which I think they all do, when you look at the colours, they actually do match the zones, even in the first half of the game. Like that's a thing, but because the zone order got changed, they don't match up anymore like they did like at one point in development. I think it's a detail that went largely unnoticed. I'm not sure about that now. Oh, fuck. Almost caught that up. Good job he didn't do a fucking longer jump there, because the jumps, like, go farther as you go in speed. Go figure. Who would have thought? Oh no, I'm totally, revealing, like, well-kept secrets that nobody ever knew about here. Oh man. Profound information. Why aren't I a massive channel? Yeah, the thing is, like, you know, in the early days, actually, like, things I did were, like, I used to be a lot better at games, and I used to have a lot more, like, in-depth knowledge than I have now. I've forgotten a lot of it. Those are pretty hard on the eyes with this composite converter, I will admit. It's definitely done its time. This might be the last time we see this one. I think it's done well. Runs really hot. The thing uses almost 20 watts, I think. Well, I think it's using more power than the Sega. We might actually be able to do this, you know? We might be able to get them all. In a way, I'm sort of glad the stream, like, ran late now, because, like... At least it was nothing, like, you know, spectacular, like... That's not to say this game isn't spectacular or anything, but it's a game that everybody knows, you know, so... It's not like, hey, I'm playing this weird thing that, you know, we haven't seen around here before. We've seen this on here before. It's Which is why I was going to do it next week, because next week is, I'm probably going to be streaming really early, it's probably the only time I can do it. So I was going to finish this then, because now I've got to find something else. Something will come to mind. You know, they tend to be quite last minute, my streams. I don't usually have much of an idea of what I'm doing until right in the moment. What the fuck was Robotnik's design first like for that bouncing fucking bollock up there? Yes, I'll have it make these weep noises and launch into the air. Just a few feet. To launch it too high might be dangerous. Yeah, that's enough. I'm leaving this stage. I've got what I wanted out of here. I mean, this zone has like 4 stages, doesn't it? So it starts running a bit long, I think. There's one of the Sonic 2 things, like, you know, you have people, oh, it's a shame all those zones got cut. I'm glad they did, because that game already ran long as it is. If they'd kept all those extra zones, the game would have been way too long, nobody would have ever fucking finished it. They'd have got bored and give up. Knuckles, no one gives a fuck about you, you pink echidna dickhead. Aren't echidna dicks a weird shape or something? What, my jump up wouldn't work, would it? Oh, I see, we want to be Yoshi's Island. Which, in all fairness, this is older than Yoshi's Island, so I can't rightly accuse it of copying it, can I? If anyone copied it, it's the other way around. I fell through that. With portable power stations were already a thing in the 2000s. I have one. I've actually got one. From the late 90s. Uses not a sealed lead acid battery, an actual lead acid battery. I might go grab it when I'm done with this zone. I think I know where it is. No, I can't get to it this time of night. I'll make a note though. When I go by it next, I'll take a photo of it. Let me in, I want to gamble! Oh, they thought they'd got me then. Not that I have an addiction to gambling or anything, but... You know, it's just polite, isn't it? When they invite you in, you know, try your luck. Yeah, why not? I'll try my luck. Tails is, what is it they say now, something about feather in the clutch again. I know it's not that, and I don't care to learn what it is. Gas lead acid batteries are what's supposed to... yeah, they're basically... It's pretty much a motorcycle battery that it uses. So like a small car battery. You can jump a car with it, but it has to be a mighty small car. So it don't have that many cranking amps on it. Oh yes, in the next installment of Stop Hitting Yourself, we have Robotnik's Lava Stop Hitting Yourself machine. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. I was figured Sonic probably would be a bully. No! Oh, not far. Stop hitting yourself. remember this boss having some bullshit about... Ah, there we go. That's the bullshit. Yes, I remember now. You have to use deep cycle types with thinner plates for long-running loads. Probably. I've got the instruction book for it somewhere, but I'm not sure what I've done with it now. I'm sure they've made much better contraptions since. Given it was, like, considered a cheap unit in its own time, so... it certainly isn't going to be the best thing. But it's got me out of a few gems. Of course now, I just own a generator, so it doesn't really get used anymore. Crappy little two-stroke generator that can provide all of 500 watts. Which, given it's like a fucking 4 or 5 horsepower engine that's in it, tells me it's not a very good generator. Maybe what it does is generates your complex soundscapes. Maybe that's what it's for. Ah, this is the bullshit. Yes, I remember now. Go on, hit yourself with tea cakes. Yeah, I don't like this boss very much. The timing on it's all over the place. If there's like a trick to this boss, I don't know it, I don't get it. Always struggle with this one. It just feels a bit broken, like this bit of the game, I've got to be honest. I think the trick actually was having the fire shield and just ignoring the platforms, only looking at the spike balls. We've got blue ones, green ones, yellow ones. I'm gonna catch them sticky balls. Oh, look, it's Jamie Heineman. How he's able to tilt lava like that, I'll never know. How many cycles does it take? Huh, good question, nobody knows. We're going to find it out in the morning. Find them and shoot them all, and if we can't, we'll lava them. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Thing is, it's like you're on a moving floor, so the momentum you have when going into a jump is all kinds of messed up. I'll catch up with it in a second. Oh, there we go. Jeez, I hate this zone. My bastard solar rig for charging my power station rig might need at least one big capacitor, no point sticking a battery to it. This battery would get drained fully and wreck it. Power generates less than what the station draws. Yeah, I still want to put my web server on solar at some point. And that'll probably just be charging a car battery or something. Thing draws very little power, so I don't think it would ever fully discharge the battery. Like, sort of the battery would see a... well, not a load, but sort of a use pattern that was very similar to a car that was running. So Seems it would work. A pointless warm thing. Lots of those in this game. No, I want to go back. Let me go back. You know, I never noticed how the pink ball thing in it looks like Knuckles, like in his spinning animation. That's alright, we get to beat him up in a minute. Which I feel very good about. Hey, wait, the death egg's over. I thought that took off already. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, you fucker, what are you gonna do? Come on! You stupid echidna, you've spent like almost 2 whole fucking game lengths setting this up, and you can't even do shit to me, look at him. What a loser. Hey, get back here, you're running out on me. Ah, this is my favourite bit, where he gets electrocuted. Well, I guess we ain't getting all the emeralds. No, I'm not stopping him, he's doing me a favour. Serves you right. Here's a nasty piece of rock. Look at me, I can hit things. Yeah, that went so well for you when you just got in a scrap with me not 10 seconds ago. Mural implies Eggman and Sonic had ancestors, but it implies somebody knew they would come along. I think it's meant to be like a prophecy that was told, probably by Knuckles' ancestors. You robbed me of my emeralds, Knuckles. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. His fault. Underwhelming stage with underwhelming music. Really is. I don't like this zone. Like, this is like the low point of this game. But it's the right place to put the low point, and it's not like it's bad or anything. But it feels right like a Sonic 2 zone, this one. I'm sure about those popping like bubbles. Yes, the discs. Wow. Nah, don't like this zone. Never liked this zone. Fucking aquatic ruin rehash. You know, Sonic 2 has like 3 fucking hill zones in it. It's got like Green Hill, well, Emerald Hill. It's got Neo Green Hill, which is aquatic ruin, and then it has Hilltop Zone. So that is just a game of hills. I know they renamed them, but they ain't fooling me. I don't know what they did though. You know, it makes you sort of question the time travel element, especially with, like, Neo Green Hill Zone. Were they originally one and the same, just at different times? In the game's intended progression. I don't reckon so, but, you know, I think it was just a lack of creativity. Never had a very high opinion of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I must say. Thing is, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that Sonic 2 does that Sonic 3 doesn't do better. I mean, I cannot think of a single thing. I can think of nowhere that Sonic 2 does a... Well, I got messed up the first time. I can think of absolutely nothing that Sonic 2 does better than this. But This is one of them weird zones where you have to go left for some of it, isn't it? Oh no. Where's the Metal Sonic boss? I hate that one. I hate this shit as well. This fucking... Oh, Sonic, get off it, you imbecile. This fucking Metropolis zone shit. Well, let's just have all the sprites. There we go. Because I remember when I played Sonic 2, I beat Metropolis Zone. It had like 3 acts. And so I figured, oh, it's like Scrap Brain Zone. This must be the end of the game. You get the stupid boss that does that shit. And I figure, oh, that's it now. And then that fucking flying level comes on. I thought the game was over, so I put the control pad down and fucking dying to the stupid fucking Sky TARDIS thing because I thought it was a cutscene. I'll never forgive it for that. That was terrible. It was downright awful. You know, thinking back on like soft locking games and shit, do I just have a knack for it, I wonder? Because I do seem to find them pretty fast when they exist. Like, and I'm not trying to, like, it's not like I want to find them. Well, I kind of would rather know about them early, I guess, but, like, I'm not trying to find them, and yet I do seem to find them quick, and it's like, is everybody else finding it and just tolerating it or something? We know what's going on, really, we just know most of the fucking internet is not real, and most of the people on it aren't real, so... You know, go figure. And if anything's written and shit, you know, there's no guarantee these people ever actually played this shit. Oh, here he is. The original emo Sonic. Boom! Oh, that's just nasty. You oversized vacuum cleaner dickhead. Yeah, this one has some sort of trick to it as well that I don't remember. Like where you can defeat them very quickly, but I've long forgotten what it is. It doesn't take that much anyway. What a pushover. Numerous Sonic games that allowed showing Knuckles. Seems to be the only one of his kind. But so he says, but I'll never believe that. I think Knuckles just likes being the victim. Like he really wants to have like a tragic backstory or something. So if it was proven beyond doubt he wasn't the only one left, he'd just do something else. You know, he'd go for, they took my land, or they, I don't know. The horrible things they did to my people or something. It'd find something. He's one of them sorts. Well, I don't think there are any giant rings in this zone, so we ain't getting all the emeralds. Fuck. Yeah, solid. I'll take the... There's a floor down there. I didn't know there was a floor down here. Oh well. Great music with questionable patching. No, I'm going to bar. Oh no, what's up here? So I don't think there's any giant rings in this stage, so I think that makes a difference. Go here, I don't think I ever came down here. I'll see what the fuss is about. Yeah, so it's like they have the hidey rooms for a while they would have had giant rings, but I just don't think there are any. Damn it! It like gave me 2 chances to get it. Oh, there we go. You know, it's not like me, I usually have no trouble getting it. actually find it quite easy. That's alright, maybe I can gamble myself another one. I'll get myself a better fire shield. My timing for the insta-shield really has gotten worse as the night has worn on. No reason. Now, say if I find out doing that was to like softlock this game, I would forgive it. I actually wouldn't quit for that. Because I'm doing something stupid that like probably wouldn't have got picked up in testing. You know, it's feasible to think they wouldn't catch something like that. Because I'm using an unauthorised third-party accessory. I mean, it probably shouldn't break it. Never have known it to. Ah yes, this must be the blast processing I've heard about. That's impressive. Yeah, we don't need to hang about in these zones. We've established they really don't have any giant rings, so... It makes it marginally more easier doing that. Frazzled fucking things, man. Oh, I want one of these. Absolutely. Hipsters with their fucking segways ain't got nothing on this shit. You know, I think the parallax backdrop thing on this stage is actually a bit of a letdown. Like, the scale of it looks really cool. It would have been nice if it had some movement in it, and it just doesn't. Kind of funny you go from like this ominous sort of like fucking music to this shit. So, oh, seriously now, you're on the death agony, you just go back into fucking Chelsea land. This fucking goofy fucking song. Bright fucking colours all over the place. That's interesting. Ah, that's the winning strategy. Got it. Only took me until the end of the game. Caterpillar track segment. Everything is better with Caterpillar track segment. If Sonic went for a fucking jet engine like that, it'd be mangled. I really hate that hedgehog. You know, I actually don't like Sonic, I think he's a jerk. It's not because of that nightmare I had when I was a kid. I went robbing a house with, like, Felix the cat. And Sonic ran away with Felix the cat when the police showed up and left me to get arrested, the jerk. And then I got on a bus that, like, went off the side of a road into a river. And it was just the worst. And that's why I hate Sonic the Hedgehog. Can't stand it. Like, I got a turbo controller, I want to use it. Caterpillar tracks can go pretty fast, they can. But there's a lot more engineering goes into making them go really fast. A lot more losses in energy versus using wheels, I would guess. There's a little more friction in them. Make a lot of noise. Plus the fact they'd tar the tarmac off the fucking road, so I don't think the local government would really like it. I mean, I would say I'd have every right to do it because I'd pay a council tax, but they probably wouldn't see it that way. Look, here's Chelsea, fat slag Chelsea. I should have probably tried to grab that, really. Any shield's better than no shield. My thumb's actually getting sore now. I'll admit. I mean, it practically lines you up on that thing. I was trying to get the things that were on the... Ah, damn it, it's not going to let me, is it? Alright, fine, go and have it your way. Rip me off. Go fight the evil computer thingy. I can't go supersonic, damn it! And it came from the Netherlands. I'll just use brute force to defeat it. It's always worked before, I think. Shit. Plus, I think there's luck involved with this boss as well. Shit. Oh yeah, there is, isn't there? The collision goes fucking balmy. Peacemaker, called B-36, originally used Caterpillar tracks as landing burgers. I didn't know that. Nah, more things should have Caterpillar tracks on, just they look cool if nothing else. Came from the Netherlands. Ah, fuck. Damn it. That'll do, put more sprites on screen, the console will like it. Yeah, the collision goes fucking balmy when you're around this thing. Also, it feels like a bit of an afterthought. Oh, it's not every day you hear the song in full. Monitor, yes, you'll be able to sleep soon. The game's nearly done. And I have done a bad job, but I did mean to practice. It wasn't meant to be till last week, so we probably would have got them all had I been able to do it. But, you know, things didn't go according to plan, as tends to happen. Ah! Ruby Red Islands on that boss, very common in a lot of Japanese. Yeah, I've seen it quite a... This is where I'm going to lose all my lives. I've seen it on quite a few things. It's just the thing, when you want to make an evil machine, you give it red eyes. Whereas I would argue blue LEDs are more evil. Plus they actually heart my eyes. I don't like modern LEDs in general, they're all horrible colours. way too bright. Isn't it? It's like dodgy how red, like, became like orange. Like so many reds now are practically yellow. Spoke well, one of the distributors I use won't sell them as red. Like they have a note about, well, the manufacturer says this is red, but they're like 620 nanometers, so they just call them Amber 2. Like they're just a second Amber option. Doubt I'll ever find any of them 70s blue ones, that really nice, like, tropical sea blue, because they're pretty. They've got to be a very specialised part, they can't have made many of them. Ah! Oh no, my rings! I'm done for. No rings equals game over. No, it's fine. I'm not really concentrating that much, I've got to be honest. I'm kind of past the point of carving. I'm a bit tired. We'll be fine. It's fine. I really should stop messing with those things. Can't remember if there's anything under this. I don't think there is. I think it just sends us crashing down to Earth. Ridiculous things. Not much to the Death Egg levels, is there? It really is just a bunch of gimmicky devices, one after another. They might have been starting to run out of ideas. I like the boss for this stage, though, as much as I struggle with it. Like, I think it's a cool boss. Aqua Blue. Yeah, I guess it could be thought of as an Aqua Blue. It always just reminds me of, like, the tropical ocean, like the colour. I'm having control, the problems again. I will fix it. Like, it is definitely just darts. It's doing it. It's mucky. No. It's weird though when I get in areas like that and I remember the layout. Like, a lot of the layout I don't remember, and then there's bits of it that I do. But yeah, it's just gimmick after gimmick. There's not a lot of level to this. Ocean blue is also a colour. You know, petrol blue would probably be quite a close shade to what they are. That's a colour you don't hear of anymore. And I don't really know where it got its name from, because petrol isn't blue. Petrol blue is a colour. It's just full of bloody Carnival Night Zone noises, this level. It does feel like they've been stretched thin at this point. Oh, there's nothing useful for doing that. Ah! No, stop it. You're gonna get me missile, damn it. Torpedoed, whatever they are. I don't want any of that. Get me out of here. Faster! So why can't we just ride this into the boss arena and just run Robotnik over and solve him in no time? Gambling! Excellent, you've got to have gambling, mate. Oh, it's the Chelsea zone, that's not as good. It's actually better. I do think like the casino one is the worst, really. You know, despite my goof about gambling and shit, it's by far the worst of the bonus states. Oh! Only lightning shield back. This one's crap. There's one in there. Oh, there is as well. Give. I'll take that over the fucking water shield, but it's not a lightning shield, is it? Don't know how that worked out, but it did, and I'm not arguing with it. I was wondering if the original composer had words for, like, this. I mean, you know, like, Bobby Prince had words to a lot of his music. Fire fart shit. I suppose I still think the electric one here looks most fart-like. Sounds kind of fart-like, but I mean that's probably just the technology that sounds with doesn't sound quite farty. Ah yes, in the newest instalment of Stop Hitting Yourself. Can't be only hit from the bottom, I think. Yeah, something like that. Shit. I mean, realistically, you could just leave this up to chance, couldn't you? Yeah, it only hits from the bottom. Well, if you'd let me use the fucking transporter, I wouldn't have this problem. They look a bit like those aphid robots we used to play about with in school. It's just been a common shape for robotic things back in the 90s. You know, I think the spikes can still hit you while you're doing the twirly things. I don't remember this for certain. Oh, there's none over there. I was banking on there maybe was one. What a puny machine with its stupid fucking shields and shit. Knows it must be prone to hitting itself and yet still does it anyway. That shit ain't gonna help you. That warp has got to be one of the most memorable sounds from this game. I don't know what it is about it. Oh. Just sure. I've run into lots of short circuits, but I've never run into a long circuit. I wonder what that would be. Too much resistance, I guess. There is method to this boss. You can be slow and methodical, fast and methodical with it and defeat it quicker. At which point when it's so easy to defeat just by going back and forth. Oh, do I get the full final boss? I don't think I... No, it's just I don't get the Doomsday zone. Well, I might just cheat my way into Doomsday zone at the end just to say I did it. I mean, it's not like I'm spoiling anything, you know, I've been there before. Is this... No, you can't just spin dash under these, can you? I've forgotten the tricks. I know if you spin dash into them, you tend to go through them and take damage, I remember that much. Stupid machine. Build something like this. Why does it only have 3 fingers? Did it run out of money to do the others? Robotnik having budgetary problems this late in the game? A machine like that's got to cost quite a bit. Who keeps financing him to do this stuff? What kind of fucking bank loans the dudes took out? It must be ridiculous. yeah, you can get bad luck with the timing in here, can't you? Yes, very much so. And I had to do, yeah, I had to do fucking this idiot again with no rings, that's right. Oh no, I don't. That's fine then. Oh, come off it, I was on the platform. Alright, fine, I'll do it your way again. Okay. Huh? What? Oh, okay then. That was strange. Can't really say I know what's going on there. I can smell the hot circuitry. It's probably just the broken connector for the power on the Sega box. I haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. So I'm not really concerned. It is just a barrel plug. If it melts, I can just put another one on. And I do have a spare shell somewhere, I think, so even if it damaged the outer shell, it didn't really matter. Oh man, that was busted. Not that fucking boy band that my mum used to listen to, they're terrible. Come off it. I dislike this boss. Doing it with no rings is just cruel. Alright, so we are going to do this again every time now, apparently. Oh no, this sucks. I don't want to do this every time. We have rings, damn it. Can't do it without rings, I'm not that good. Oh, I thought that would be the last hit. Well, I think we're going to have to play it slow with his second phase. Just to get through it, we're not having rings. One ring is enough. I don't have any. Stupid robots. I wouldn't have to break up every times. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't like this boss. Too much luck involved. Way too much luck involved. Oh, just let me have a fucking ring, damn it. And I resent having to go through this every time. At all. Oh, this time that badly. come all this way not to be able to beat the fucking boss. Wouldn't do. I know what I will have to do on a live stream not too far in the future is duke it out in DC. I guess we should probably go through that again, with July coming around. Yeah, without the sound effect I can't tell when it's going to fire. Let me get a cigarette going. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this, man. I think I'm too tired. I need a smoke. It's fucking nasty of them not letting me go back to get a ring. Like, I'd forgotten all about that. That's fucking crooked. That's right crooked. Oh no, I used to be able to just walk this boss. This is what I was on about before, about skill degradation. But then again, I usually had, like, you know, a fucking hypersonic when I got here as well. Tiredness doesn't help. My mind is admittedly elsewhere. Some dreadful news about things today, so I guess that's maybe playing on my mind. But what can you do? Right. Hey, you know what we could do? We could use the controller's slow mode. That shit. Was that feature ever useful for anything? People rag on it and then speedrunners do that pause buffering shit, so I'm just afraid somebody will discover something. Not that you can discover anything, because they'll just claim they discovered it anyway, like years later. Oh no, he's going to blow his nose, isn't he? Yeah. And then we let him snot on us, and then we go back in, go ahead. Now get away from that. Does he throw us a carve ball with any of us at any point? I can't remember. So we're just going to have to play it slow. I can't go in for multiple hits. Of course the D-pad picks now to start going unresponsive again. Yeah, just what I needed. Oh, that was close. Yeah, not that hard if you do it one hit at a time, I guess. I guess I'll stick around long enough to bullshit my way into Doomsday, so after this. Fucking garbage. You're gonna make me do it all over, of course you fucking are. Come off it, man, that wasn't even my fucking fault. Because that was not my fault at all. collision X different in that phase as well. So what I really should do is fire that K5 that's ready for the Solitaire at the end. Because I always finish with Solitaire. It is a tradition in our streams, as everybody knows. It has to be done. Don't expect anybody to actually sit through that. Talk about, I know, fucking, they gypped me big time right there. I'm not going to accept responsibility for that shit. I've gotten quite good at the fingering machine bit though. And so there is that. Okay, here we go with this bullshit fucking manga. Right. Again, no sound effect, I don't have much of an indication as to... This boss is broken. If I run out of lives, I'll just stop. So I'm not going through these zones again now. It's too late. That was the trick. There we go. Just don't move. I'll be facing the other way. For various reasons. Stupid robot. You can't do anything to me. See, once defeat Sonic, sure good at building machines that are particularly vulnerable to Sonic. I insta-shielded you, motherfucker. My patience is going away very quickly. Okay. Is it done yet? I guess I better go across the other side of the arena, haven't I? I can't reach that thing from here. Okay, I'm going to miss his fast attack on purpose. I'm not going to go in on the fast opportunity. I'm going to wait for him to snot on me, and then I'll go for him. Because I think it's that floor, like, collapsing sound effect has got priority over the others. What's causing problems. Oh god, fucking hell, man, my rhythm's gone. I'm sick of being in this stage. Hurry up and run me out of lives. I'm too worn out. This is why I wanted to practice before I came back to finish it. robotic machine. Why is Sonic just spinning in place? I really hate that hedgehog. Whatever will go wrong now. Okay, ground finish falling, let him snot at us, then we go in, give it a hit, wait for the sound to stop, jump, let him snot, back, whack him on the nose. Nose, hit, back, jump. Ridiculous contraption. Not take that many hits. Almost got screwed by the wacky collision then. A few times Eggman was serious potatoes with Sonic 06. I remember very little about it. I remember the stupid fiery girl in it. That game was just ugly. There's just something ugly about it. Now this is where having Tails ain't too bad, because he keeps getting killed in this bit. I swear I'm not picking up speed like I usually would. Yeah, you fucker. How am I here? I don't have all the super emeralds. Okay, I'm not arguing with it. You get what you get, right? I don't remember where all the rings are in here that I can get. Because if I can need them, I'm going to be in here a far while with it. Controls are way more jank in here than I remember. It's by far one of the weakest piece of music in the game, this I always felt. It just seems like they didn't really try with this bit. Like the patching and everything just got worse as the game went on. Okay, keep going through the ring, Sonic. And in today's installment of Stop Hitting Yourself. I'm sure I remember this thing being red. It was quite a fun boss, this one, though. Just shame the Mega Drive doesn't have, like, rotation. This must be the red machine I was thinking of. Well, this is the one that... because I was wondering where the dick cannon was, and this is the one that has the dick cannon. If you fly underneath it. Cock blaster. Robotnik's really compensated for something, I think. Music sounds like something you'd hear in a DOS game. It does, it's like... I don't know, man. I could have done with a bit longer in the oven, that piece, I always felt. Oh yeah, we got Stranger in Moscow, because that's what I set the ROM hack to do. I didn't think we got that boss unless we got all the emeralds. Oh well, then we didn't miss out on anything anyway. I actually quite liked the medley you'd usually get at the end of Sonic and Knuckles, so I thought it was actually pretty good. Well, despite my tiredness and my struggling, I actually do still like this game, and it's cool. It's by far the best 2D Sonic game, by quite a long way. That's been off kilt this whole time, hasn't it? It does both musics. Cool. Yeah, not bad. I still think that's nice enough. Decent enough game. It's good. And no fucking soft locks. That's always a massive bonus. I wonder what I should make the thumbnail look like for this. That very islander I seen is recreating Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure felt like a true continuation of this for the last time, really. I still find that interesting how Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 are like the dividing line between the generations of like Sonic fans. Guess I don't count because I never really consider myself a Sonic fan. I like some of the games. Yeah, I'm gonna go in that cupboard later. I'll put the Sega away. I'll dig the Weeb station out. I'll get that DSL splitter while I'm in there and see if it fixes the no ringing. Because ADSL splitters, most of them actually have a ringer capacitor in. Like they have their own one in there. So if you put an ADSL splitter on one of these modern phone lines, it should fix all the phones that need the bell wire not ringing. In theory. I haven't tried it yet, obviously. Otherwise, I have to buy an expensive adapter or make one. And you know I'll just make one. I'll turn that up a bit. I hope the laser in the little Weeb station has... I hope so. It worked like when I tested it. Are there any optical drive replacements for Weeb stations? I still think it's a shame nobody can use the PS1 emulator in the PS2 when you're running the hard drive. But then these are the same people who say you can't load ISOs from the USB socket and just tell you to go and buy official Sony like shit. The PS2, yeah, the PS2 can do PS1 emulation, but only if you're on CDs. You can't do it from the hard drive. I suppose you can still find clone ones in the Asian shop. It may be. The official Sony adapters cost a fortune. Like, your end screen doesn't antagonise me. I still got to play all the levels. The game didn't deny me of content. Suppose the people who made ODEs for them, but yeah, only used FreeMC. But yeah, that's all I've used on the PS2. Still need to look into get the Fatal Frame to work, but I'm just going to use. I'm going to try loading the US copy because I think that the loaders just don't like the European one. Well, let's adhere to tradition and have a quick Solitaire before we call it done. I should have pressed reset. That'll just wiped out my fucking my flash memory. Oh well, never mind. I don't mind playing that game again in my own time if I need to. What a shit show it turned out to be today. You can't win all of them. It's funny how that happens. I mean, that last stream I was expecting to be a disaster, and it actually went really well. And then this one I was expecting, well, you know, I don't know about this Cultic, but maybe it'll go fine. It seems like, you know, nothing should majorly go wrong with the stream. I'll just fall back on Sonic and Knuckles otherwise. But then it ended up just being a fucking shit show. Excuse me, why's my Curve 5 not working? Ah, there we go. Right, let's have a quick Solitaire. Instead of stupid words to Sonic Violet and Tails. See, I still don't think he can. I still think Sonic has no dick. Amy Rose is the only character that has genitals. Because she's the only one that wears underwear. Rouge might as well. I could see Rouge having a dick. Whereas Amy, I reckon, probably has a big puffy slit. I don't know why. She just seems like one of those sorts of girls where she seems really small and petite, but her hole's probably absolutely fucking huge. I have no explanation for this as to why I suspect that. There was a Solitaire game for the Sega channel that got dumped fairly recently. Well, I could have tried that. Maybe we'll save it. We might dig that out some other day. I know there have been Solitaire games on the Mega Drive. It always seemed like a total waste to me having like a full-blown games console. And you play fucking Solitaire. But I guess it's to an even greater extent on a PC. I mean, think how much power this machine has. And this running fucking stupid Solitaire. This is lousy. It's going to con me, isn't it? It's one of those days. You might as well get rid of that. Yeah, I might as well get rid of that. Aha. 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 Yes. Okay. Well, that's not going too bad. Maybe it's not going to fucking con me after all. Shit. Told you I'm tired. I wouldn't mind. I haven't actually been awake that long, believe it or not. Put that there, or I can put that on top of that 10. Okay, get rid of that. I still have stupid, I mean on 8088, Windows 3 Solitaire runs at snails, probably. I mean, I don't usually subject like the 8088 to Windows. I think it's a little bit steep for it. I'll just keep that on DOS 5, which arguably isn't the best either, but using all the DOS versions is a little bit of a chore. I mean, I speak from experience with this. Do I want to put that out? I mean, I can move that queen if I have a red king. Seems like it would be wise, but it also seems viable. I could get rid of one of these anyway. Yeah, we've got a red king. Well, this seems doable. Prompt PG, got to add that in. Well, yeah, if you're bothered about having the directory. I can usually remember where I am, so that's not actually the problem I have with it. The syntax of some commands is a little bit different. I can't remember what off the top of my head, but I know they are. And it's enough to bother me. Hey, where's that red king? I know I saw one. There it is. Okay. We're going to build it to there. Oh dear. But that's not going to help us very much though. Will it? I don't know. Could do with getting rid of one of those. Get rid of that one. There we go. Now I can just put the... I mean, we would have got the space back anyway, I guess. But you might as well, because that stuff's already out. We'll be able to build on this. Get rid of that. Okay, that looks like we won. Oh, excellent. That went surprisingly well. That makes up for it. Jeez, man. What a lousy fucking stream. I apologise. I really do. You can't win them all. It's the thing, you never know what you're going to get when you go into this stuff. Oh, it's over there. There we go. You know, maybe I should have another round of this. Like, maybe I'll do best of 3. Do I win or does the computer win? But yeah, next week, not sure what I'm going to do then, because this was what I had planned for next week. But yeah, I don't have too much problem without the directory prompt, and I never found it that difficult. I usually just remember where I am. And if I don't, I'll just do a CD, like /, and it'll just send me back to the root, so then I know where I am. The only reason it was scrapped was it turned some... ROM hack enables scrap knuckles in Sonic 1. Oh yeah, some bad Nick showing colour Sonic's palette. I thought it was something to do with his shoes, but it's been a long time. You have no idea how much I wish I still had the source code for my audio driver that I'd written for the Mega Drive. I wish I still had it. It would be cool being able to learn my own MIDIs. I mean, I think that alone was like, you know, made it worth it. Just the fact that it used MIDI, it wasn't like tracker stuff. But there's quite a lot of evidence that Sonic 3 probably, you know, its songs were at least converted from MIDI rather than being tracker shit. So it seems I wasn't alone in doing it, that Sega actually did it themselves in some capacity. As to how similar their process was to mine, I wouldn't know. Oh dear. This is terrible in here. I should have got while the gotten was good. I can get rid of that. That's not too bad. It didn't really help us, but it's one card less to move out the fucking way, I suppose. I mean, none of that's really helping me. None of that's really helping me either. Oh dear. I can do this. There we go. Alright. That's not too bad. I think I've seen the 2 for that. Gems driver. Yeah, that got a lot of stick gems, whereas I found you could actually make decent stuff with it. It's just that people always use presets, but when you're using phase modulation shit, there isn't much incentive to really program your own sounds, because it's just a pretty garbage sounding technology anyway. So, I mean, the incentive's just not there to try. Where do we go from here? It's not really giving me much to work with here. The most I could do is maybe build a stack to put that 3 out the way, because that's 6 I can't do. I mean, I can move the 4, but it's not going to help me very much. We have a red queen. Do I have a black king? I do, so I can move that jack a little uncomfortably. Okay, that's not a total disaster, actually. Not a total win, but not a total disaster. Have we got any black 5s? And I could maybe move that. I don't think I have any of them. Fuck. So I can't build on there. I don't have what I need to get rid of that. Sadly, the majority rejoice that tracker stuff is good. Yeah, I don't think it is. We know most things on the internet are fake, we know full well. So I don't believe most of what I see, like it's a load of rubbish. Trackers is for people who don't do music. They're just not... doesn't count in my mind, most of it. Again, you can make sort of decent stuff with trackers if you really want to, but they don't lend themselves that well to it. This isn't really helping me either, is it? I know I've got nerve 5s, so it's not going to help me any. So really I need to build on this one, don't I? And I don't have a 5 for it. So I need to get something out. I can get rid of this, maybe? Well, what can I build that on? I do have a red 5. Let's see, I know I've got a black 6, so I can move that 4. But is that really going to be much help? Do I have a red king? I don't remember seeing one. Nah, I don't. Okay, I don't think I can beat this. Okay, best of 3 then, last one. Hopefully it's a good one. I don't care that much. It makes no odds. Yeah, I'll do that. Might as well start moving things. Yes, 2, 2, 4. Okay. No point in that. Get rid of that. But yeah, I'm not one for trackers. Never was. They're too limiting. You don't have enough control in them. Everything's sort of fixed speed, eventless and shit, and you know, it's music that comes out of them all seems to sound the same. They're just endless 16th beats and the same crappy Prophet 5 samples that they've been using for decades. And it's like, you've got a sampler, you know, you could load any sound into it and you're still loading these out of key samples that you've been using since the 80s on the fucking Amiga. I mean, they're an Amiga thing. I don't think they're as popular as some people make out. I think it's people who just want to sell like Gravis cards or something. That's what most things are about, is just people trying to make money. I mean, all this YouTube stuff, you know, is fake, you know, full well. I mean, most of it's not real. A lot of the people probably aren't real, or at the very least a lot of channels are just paid presenters rather than actual people. Like, you know, the guy you're seeing is a human, but he doesn't know or care about the topic he's talking about. He's just been paid to do it. He'd well be a professional presenter. He might be very good at his job, but he doesn't really understand the topic that he's discussing at all. Oh dear, we have ended up in a jam here, haven't we? What can we do here? Do I have a red 7? I do. I can move that 6. Will it get us back in the game? It doesn't look like it. I have no kings. I have that king. I don't believe I have a queen for it. I don't. I can get rid of that. I don't have 5s for that. They're hiding away under things. Well, I do. It's never nice when you have to fucking do it this way. Sometimes you can get away with it. You'd be surprised. It's not doing me any good, really, but I'm noticing a lack of this, though. As soon as I hit one of those, I'll come undone. If I could only get a fucking queen, but I can't. Do I just accept defeat at the last hurdle? No, I don't. I refuse. Don't have a king. I can still move that. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta want it bad enough. Sometimes if you just want it badly enough. Fuck me, that was a fight and a half. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that actually worked. What the fuck? Seems if people are going to say I cheated or something. This is why gambling is good. You see, cards are like gambling, and gambling's good. Not that I have a problem. I don't have a gambling problem, before anyone asks. I don't know where you heard about that. But whoever said it was full screen the window, so the machine has to do a little bit more work. I don't get why the Gravis didn't have an OPL chip. It should have just been a Sound Blaster clone with like dedicated like module playback if that's what they wanted to do. Or they should have not bothered with the Sound Blaster compatibility. They should have done what Turtle Beach did. It's like the Turtle Beach Pinnacle is a terrible sound card and it was terribly overpriced. But I don't rag it as hard as I rag the Gravis because they just said, no, we don't have Sound Blaster compatibility, we're not putting that on. And, you know, if you want to do that, then use a Sound Blaster compatible card. And then claim you can do that alongside their card, but don't tell you that their driver actively tries to disable one if it finds it. So, you know, a little bit scummy there. But they were on the right track, at least. Not all Solitaire games are winnable right now. It can easily go to where you just can't win it. I mean, the real way to play it is you have, like, draw 3, and I'm quite sure there's, like, a different scoring system, but fuck that. I ain't doing that shit. Deck. I always like that one. I like the ice cream corner as well. Some case you find a sure Perez enter actually knows his shit with the top. Yeah, you do the same as on television. But yeah, it's all fake, you know. Like I say, I kind of look forward to when I just don't have to car, like next September. I kind of look forward to it where I can just be like, you know what, I'm done with this now. I don't feel any obligation to release anything else. So when saying some games, but not a lot, I really suck at. I don't think there's much skill involved in Solitaire. Like you really are. It is a game of chance. It's just meant to pass the time, I think. It's probably invented by soldiers or some shit. Oh well, I guess that's all I've got for today then. We found a softlock in Cultic in under 10 minutes by total accident and ended up being like unable to play it further because I wasn't going to fucking deal with that because I don't deal with softlocks. We beat Sonic and Knuckles badly because I didn't get time to practice it because of the aforementioned Cultic bullshit. And we adhered to tradition and beat Solitaire. So next week it's I don't know, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. I'll consult the list. But in the meantime, and hopefully I might be a little bit more energetic next week. Like I say, I just got some really crappy news about stuff today, so you know, it's a bit of a downer on the mood. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Rough one, but entertaining nonetheless. Well, thanks. You know, I always worry it's not gonna be. And like I say, I tend to beat myself up and I probably shouldn't when I run into a game that screws me, like with soft locking and shit. It's like I feel like it's my fault, and I really shouldn't because it's not my fault. I didn't make the damn thing. And I've got to get over that, man. I got to stop thinking that way. But yeah, I'm out of here. Ta-ta. Where's the button now? You know, I should have learned that what I'm supposed to do when I want to end a stream, I'm supposed to go back there and then press it, because then it's like, it has some semblance of elegance about it. Some grace. Some finesse.